Hello and welcome to a brand new season here on Wednesday Night FIFA. Yes, brand new season as we enter the 26-27 season. It is only fitting that I do 2006-2007 as I showed with the FA Cup predictions and Champions League predictions right before the end of last season. But yes, brand new season. Now, I also let you know in advance that I was going along with doing this as Reading. Now, Reading, in real life, this was their first ever season in the Premier League, right? And they ended up finishing 8th. So, with regards to these, it's always a case of, I try and do some kind of challenge. So, like with Arsenal, it was to be unbeaten, to be invincible, and also win a Premier League. Well, I won the Premier League. With Derby County, it was to avoid relegation and get more than 11 points. So, I failed there. With Crystal Palace, it was to avoid relegation, which I succeeded with. I finished like 15th or 16th, something like that. So, with Reading, because they avoided relegation, they finished as high as 8th. I'm thinking to myself, obviously, easy target, or, pseudo-easy target, avoid relegation, but let's see if I can finish higher than 8th. I want to be able to see if I can do that. So, without further ado, let's have a look at this Reading team that I'm going to be looking after. Alrighty then, so this is the Reading team that ended up finishing 8th in the Premier League. So you've got Marcus Hahnemann, Graham Murty, I forget the guy's first name, Sonko, Ingemarson, Nicky Shorey, who I think at one point was called up to England. I'm pretty sure of it. Seo Ki-hyun, Steve Sidwell, who ended up joining Chelsea, Harper, Convey, Dave Kipton, and Kevin Doyle. The rest of the team is Stack, Sodja, Gunnarsson, Hunt, Leroy Lita, Federici, Dela Cruz, Halls, Pierce, Little, I think that's John Oster, Hayes, Church, and Long. So, yeah, this is going to be quite the challenge. And now I'm going to go have a look at who I'm going to be playing in our opening match. What a way to kick off the season, but as the team that I was before, Arsenal. It's going to be a big match. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Let's play some football. Let's hope that I can get something out of this. I mean, it is Arsenal, but you never know. Stranger things have happened in the world of football. But yeah, so without further ado, let's play some damn football. So we're getting our first look at the Medeski Stadium here at night. Evening game. Must be like a Monday night. Obviously super excited that we're going ahead and we're playing our first ever Premier League game. So Sky Sports are like, yeah, you guys can play on the Monday night. Super bloody fun. Happy times. Right, starting lineup. Hahnemann, Dela Cruz, Sonko, Ingemarson, Shorey. Weren't able to get through him, but yeah. I'm going with a 4-1-2-1-2 to begin with. I mean, it's all about testing and feeling out the, the squad, the formation, etc. to see if I can, get the best possible outcome from this. Right, lads. So, like I said, plan is avoid relegation. That is plan number 1. Nicely done. I mean, it's a shame with this one because I think it's in FIFA 08 and they introduce the style of play that you want to go through. Like what channels? Do you want to play more from the wing, from the middle? Do you want to play passing game? Do you want to play long ball? I'm loving the tenacity. So far. But don't be surprised if I revert back to my usual, when stray passes are made and things like that. It's there. But it's we recovered it, so it's a good start. I mean, we're going up against Arsenal, one of the best teams in the game, but that is an example of a stray pass. So There's not really much I can do about it. I'm not in control of it. But yeah, Reading, this was their first season in the Premier League, and they got there by winning the Championship with the one and only Palace hero legend manager, that is Steve Coppell. Oh yes, Stevie Coppell strikes again. I think they got something like 100 points. If a Reading fan wants to let me know, go for it, you know. I mean, these must have been the best days of their lives, you know, for Reading fans. That 2-year period, or just this, the 2-year period of just storming the Championship to then get through into the Premier League. Arsenal's first real foray into our half. Nicely done. We're doing well at the moment, holding it quite nicely. So we're going rather well so far. Holding them 0-0, 23 minutes in. Alright, still holding it, which is nice. Keeping it together. I mean, tight pass, but what are you going to do about it? Arsenal now looking to build momentum, holding them off. Nice. Alright, throw into us. Good to see, good to see. Come on, lads. Let's do something. Oof! Good save there by Hahnemann. Arsenal having a real, good go now. Starting to wake up from whatever slumber that they were in. Hold them off. Ooh, good header away. Nicely done. Get up. Nice. Come on. Who's there to support? Nicely done. Oh, go on. Oh! Thought he was going to squeeze right through that. Oof. Lordy. It's going to be an exciting season. Both for myself as a football fan, I've made it quite clear that I am a Crystal Palace fan. We're heading into a brand new season. Europa League, baby. Love it. I was there in Leipzig. I was there in Germany to watch my beloved Crystal Palace win 1-0 against Rayo Vallecano. And I've got to say, the Vallecano fans, they were a class act. They were loud, they were proud, they were supporting their team, very gracious in defeat, no issues. Love the way that they stayed, Loved how they stayed at the end of the match to watch their boys get their, medals, applauding them, not booing them, obviously, because they were so proud of them. I mean, if you know about Rayo Vallecano, you'll know that basically they're the forgotten team of Madrid. They're playing a 10 to 15,000 seat stadium. Nothing works. The owners just stripped it of all kind of like a lot of teams. I'll finish my point in a minute. Right, there we go. So it's 0-0, half-time. Right then, so here is half-time facts. So as it stands, it is 0-0. And they've had 2 shots, none of which have been on target. We've made 3 tackles to their 12, which is actually quite nice because it shows that, we're doing quite well with holding the ball. We don't have the possession that they do because they got 52 to 48%, but we're not having to constantly play the defense, which is quite a nice thing. And we got the better passing at the moment, but obviously there's no form of shot accuracy or whatsoever. Now, back to my traditional thing of what I do at halftime for every single match. Right, in real life, on match day 1, Reading played Middlesbrough at the Medeski Stadium and ended up winning their first Premier League match 3-2. Stuart Downing and Yakubu put Middlesbrough ahead after 21 minutes. And then Reading made an incredible comeback by coming to win 3-2. They scored 2 goals in 2 minutes by Dave Kitson in the 43rd, Steve Sidwell in the 44th, and then Leroy Lita scored in the 56th minute to complete the comeback. But in real life, when Reading faced Arsenal at the Madejski Stadium, it was an absolute slaughter. Reading lost 4-0. Goals from Thierry Henry, Alexander Hleb, and Robin van Persie. Henry got 2. Right, you know what? I'm going to stick with the team at the moment. And yeah, just pretty much gonna take it from there. So let's get into the second half. Right, second half about to get underway. Right, so what was I saying about Rayo Vallecano? Yeah, you know, they're basically the forgotten team of Madrid. If any, you know, massive Premier League team was to go there, let's say Manchester City, Chelsea, you know, the Big Six, if they were to see the facilities that, you know, exist currently at Rayo Vallecano, they'd be like, oh my god, you know, it would shock them. Because apparently sometimes they don't even get running hot water, you know. It's in the poorest part of Madrid. It's like, bloody hell. But the Rayo Vallecano fans were a massive class act. I loved them. They were wonderful. Like I said, very gracious in defeat as well. But as I said, you know, got an exciting season ahead. Not just for me in real life as a Crystal Palace fan, Europa League, you know. But obviously, you know, we're coming up to a new era. Oliver Glasner departed us, and we've now got Pierre Sage. I still haven't learned how to say his last name. I'm sticking with Sage for the time being. Pierre Sage, you know, got him from Lens after he ended up winning the Coupe de France. You know, he seems, I mean, like, from what I've read from a tactical standpoint, nice interception. Literally, cheekily took the ball off. That was, you know, good interception. Well done, keeping it nicely in play. But yeah, ooh, go on. But yeah, from a tactical standpoint, Sage plays a very similar style to Glasner, so it's not going to be too much of a culture shock for the players. Oh, nice. But, you know, obviously, like I said, you've got Europa League. Just the opportunity for more silverware, which for me is great, you know. And, you know, it's going to be an exciting season for you know, here on Wednesday Night FIFA, doing everything I can to manage, shall we say, this Reading team, controlling this Reading team to see if I can get them high in an 8th. Are we actually going to have a shot? That's one thing I'm waiting on. Why are there boos ringing out? But yeah, you know, to see whether or not I can finish higher than 8th or just avoid relegation, you know. And at the moment, we seem to be doing a good job holding everything together. But it looks like Lita is coming on for Seoki Hyun and Rosicki is coming on for Hleb. Couple of tactical changes. Maybe it's expected for Lita to do something big. You know what I'm saying? Go on, lad. Do something with it. Ooh, over the top. Good in. Oh, go on! Oh! First proper shot, first touch for Lita. Well, first proper touch anyway. Oof. Stinger of a shot. Right, let's make this count. Oh, went short. Nicely done. Oh my goodness, what on earth happened there? Go on, get it back in there. Sort it out. Nice. Come on. Oh, yes! Ah! Oh my days. Oof. Boom. Dave Kitson. Came out of nowhere. Who was that Arsenal defender? I think that was Sundoros. See, no wonder you never made it at Arsenal. Ooh. Maybe honestly should have done better. But I'm not. You know. I ain't saying shit. You know, we're beating Arsenal. Now we just got to hold it together for about 5 minutes. Well, of in-game time anyway. I mean, what would be nice is to get a second goal and put it to bed. Oh wow! To beat Arsenal on the opening day, that would be wonderful. Is there going to be much at a time? Oh, still holding it. Apparently, there's plus 3 minutes. Holding it together. Hold it together. Hold it together. Come on. Regain the shape. Regain the shape. Yes. Come on. Come on, blow that whistle, ref. Yes! Oof. Can you believe it? Beating Arsenal on the opening day of the season. Right, so here are the final stats for this match. We ended up winning 1-0 thanks to Dave Kitson right in the 85th minute, right near the end. Nice tidy little header and that just squeezed under Lehmann. Love it. We had 3 shots there too. Our 3 were on target. They had none on target. 15 to 18 tackles, which means, well, you know, we had to become a bit more defensive there as they kept on pushing forward, but we were still good enough to be able to put the game to bed by scoring that 1 goal. We had the 1 corner. Our passing accuracy was superior to theirs, you know, 76 to 71%, but they did have the more possession. And as you can tell, with the fact that we had 3 shots on target to their 0, we had 100% shot accuracy. What a way to start the season. Right, let's have a look at that old Premier League table. Right, so after that start to the season, some teams have already started playing their second match, but we'll have a look at it anyway. So, Aston Villa currently top the table by goal difference by 1 goal, with Sheffield United in second. Blackburn Rovers currently occupy third on 4 points, with Middlesbrough right on their tail, 1 goal behind on 4 points as well. Chelsea are 5th. We currently sit in 6th, baby. Yes, we do. Manchester United currently 7th, with Manchester City right behind them. Then it's West Ham and Everton rounding off the top half of the table. Newcastle United, Watford and Arsenal are 11th, 12th and 13th, with Charlton currently 14th. Arsenal ended up picking up a point in their second match. Portsmouth currently 15th, with Fulham in 16th. Bolton Wanderers currently 17th, and what a sight. Tottenham Hotspur, well actually not what a sight after what we've been watching of Tottenham over the last 2 seasons. Tottenham currently 18th. Liverpool are currently 19th. I think they had a terrible season in my run as Arsenal on FIFA 2004. But, you know, that was a while back. And, yeah. Anyway, with Wigan Athletic currently rock bottom. And our next match is going to be away to Manchester United. Wow, they're really not giving me much of a chance to begin with. Already going out against the big guns, that is Arsenal and Manchester United. But hey, I beat Arsenal, or my team beat Arsenal. We can beat Manchester United. Yes, we can. I believe. I believe that we can do this. But that brings me to the end of this particular episode of Wednesday Night FIFA, the season opener. So thank you very much for joining me, and as always, if you like the video, give it a like. Share the video as well, because the more shares, the more views, the more that the channel continues to grow, and the more that I get to do this for you. Subscribe to World-1 Entertainment, and if this is your first time on the channel, don't forget to check out all of the other content that's currently available, because you never know, there might be something that you like. And if you do subscribe, hit that notification bell so you are notified about any and all content that goes live onto the channel. Join us next time for match day 2 against Manchester United. It is going to be, big match. Big match. But yeah, join us next time for some more FIFA football action. Take it easy, everyone.